This video is a review of the ThoughtSpace Athletics Temple. I just picked this up last night at a new store called Mellow Disc Golf in like the St. Louis area. It was cool. The owners hooked it up with a shirt because they've seen the channel, and so I'd also love to see their face right now. What, you think I wasn't gonna rep the brand in this video? Come on, son. You're watching Flippy James Disc Golf. My name is James. Happy you're here. Mellow Disc Golf just opened up in Maplewood, Missouri. Roger and his wife, they're the owners. They were awesome. Store is super cool. Got to throw a tech disc for my very first time. I just had a bunch of fun in there. They're really going to make the store like an experience of a store, not just a place to go and shop and buy a disc. And so if you're in the St. Louis area, definitely go check out Mellow Disc Golf. But for this video, we are putting the ThoughtSpace Temple up against my zone because if it beats it today, it's kicking the zone out for at least the winter time because this Nerve plastic, super grippy. Throw in the zone first. Gonna be hard to beat that. So much wobble. Oh my gosh. I think that was short. Oh, not that bad. This video, I'm testing a lot of stuff actually. And so first one is the grip on my forehand. Because when I threw the tech disc last night, when I used this like power grip, I had less wobble. But when I used it there, they wrote a song about that one. The other thing I'm testing out is I rolled my ankle. Cut. The main part of this video is about the Temple, but the other thing I'm testing out is putters. So I usually putt with a Lunar Wizard, but in my video a couple times ago when my friend Tyler made like a surprise bag for me, this ThoughtSpace Athletics Alter was in there, and it's very similar to the Wizard, but it's more shallow. But I really like how it feels. They're both beaded, and so we're going to do this. Zone and Wizard versus the Temple and the Alter. Now, if this wins, like we're keeping score, both birdies there, this is gone, both of these, for the winter time. And I'm only using these. Zone's keeping the box 236 feet uphill. Gonna put both of these on a little flex line, get it up there, try and park it. I didn't flex it enough, did I? Oh, that was perfect, actually. Go in. Park City, Utah. All right, this is my first backhand with the Temple. Oh, I already know what it kind of reminds me of, actually. Stay tuned. Oh, that's more overstable. Not by a whole lot. That was pretty flat. That wasn't as Anheuser, but that's more stable than my zone. More overstable. Now, I'm usually like a very excitable person, but today it's 2 days before Christmas here in Missouri, and it's 60 degrees out, so I'm like extra hyped up today. All right. Alter from range. Let's do a little step putt, actually. Stay up. Okay, so the zone wasn't in Park City. It was like Salt Lake City. It needed to go a little bit more north to make it there. This is a tough one. You got some trees to watch out for, some branches. Zone has a box because it is up by 1. Oh, I did not expect it to hit that. Now, with this Temple, it's in their Nerve plastic. Wait for this big truck. Oh, there's a big dog, too. It's in Nerve plastic, which is what their, like, putter plastic is. And so, if this hits a tree, it could get bent up. We just don't want it to happen here on the 3rd hole. Oh, wow. Dang! I don't know if I wanted to win yet, because I like how my zone's not that overstable. But I already set the standards, dang. About 60 feet out from the zone right here. I can trip on everything today. I can see the basket, but this is a tough shot. We're going around both of these trees. Nah. The one thing I might compromise on, depending on the score, is swapping out the putter still. If I end up liking this more, I don't even have a chance to putt more than the Wizard. I think I'm going Temple again. Now let's try and do a little forehandy guy with the Temple. Alter. What a shot. So by this shape, the Temple feels a little bit more shallow, and for the, I don't know what this part is. Is this the wing? I think this is the wing. The wing has a groove in it. The zone is completely flat. If you've ever thrown a Castoplast yarn, that's what this reminds me of, only in a more grippy plastic. Or just a different plastic, not more grippy. K1's awesome, right? But if you ever thrown a yarn, that's what the Temple reminds me of in the hand. And sort of by the flight, because The yarn's overstable compared to a zone, in my opinion. I think it's going to dump faster than a zone would, and so far, this seems that way too. This has been in my bag forever, but I don't ever feel like it lost stability. Like, if it did, not a lot. Pars on both, zone still, got the box. Oh, and I yanked the crap out of that. Temple just tied it up, unless I hit this long putt. This really wasn't as far as I thought it was going to be. Oh, just right. I left my altar somewhere. I think I left it back on hole 3. How close are we? Let's just see how the temple putts from 8 feet. Beautiful. I really got to make sure I'm saying temple and not tempo, because the tempo ain't even out yet. We're actually going to play this hole twice because sometimes I go forehand, sometimes I go backhand. And it just really depends how I'm feeling that day. And so we're going to do both on this one and count scores for both. Oh, I was going to put my camera down there. 1 second. Should be good. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, catch cam set up. We're going to go forehand the first time. And the temple goes first. Temple. I'm going to go my regular grip and not do the power grip. We're going to do the stack. Oh no. The overstability I saw earlier was really in my head. Doesn't need to be. What? Those are just 2 really bad shots. We're going to redo them both. It's fair if they both get redone. Neither of those had a chance. And the zone's what I really throw here a lot of the time, so we got to give them chances. I make the rules here. There we go. Ooh, get down. Get over it. Oh. Parked. Hey, if you guys want to, if you walk to your left, you'll see that there's an alternate tee pad with like a piece of wood. It's a much more difficult but fun place to throw that hole from. Yeah, for sure. All right, good deed for the day's done. Zone, like I said, parked off a tree. Temple, not parked, and no tree. A little high for the forehand. Altar. Was that an ace? Did it stay in? Oh no! That would have been so cool to get on this camera. Like, you wouldn't have seen any of it, but like the reaction. Oh. Nope, that's the last hole I'm playing on the front 9. Thank you though. Disc golfers are so nice, right? It was really sweet because I don't know who missed it. It went in and spit out. That basket you could putt 5 feet from, and it just does that sometimes. Like, I don't know what it is, but it went in and out, and the guy gave the other person a hug. Oh. Okay, let's focus. Go through the routine. Let's go. Let me do that same putt with the wizard. Just because, like, when I putted with that in the mystery bag video, it was going a little high. And I felt like that was not going to make it. Like, I didn't give it enough, but we'll see. Let's see what this feels like. Pretty much same there. All right, running back up. Do the backhand. Hit that gap. Get up now. Parked. The zone. Get a little higher. Let it fade. Oh, get through. Busy course today, for sure. All right. Where'd the zone land? Oh, it's way up here. What? Did kind of rush that with those other guys there. Stay up. Dang. Temple took the lead there. Oh, it was actually not just right by the basket. Yeah, this is right by the basket. In my last video here, I hit an ace on this hole, but as you can tell, it is only 121 feet, but there, you got to get through some stuff. Temple took the lead. We're going forehand here as well. Gonna do trying to do a little flex line straight down the center. Oh. You got to get that up. I was scared to hit that tree. Oh my gosh, it almost skipped. This is what we got to work with right here. We're just gonna go like straddle hyzer putt. That was close. Two pars on a 120-foot hole. Nice. I guess I didn't even finish this out. I got a putt still. Like, so I am digging the feel of the Nerf plastic for the Temple, but the inside part right here, not technical, it goes this way. And the zone is not as much this way on the inside. This is feeling like it comes out of my hand easier. This is feeling like kind of hooks up on my finger at the end. And I know I could have got a zone in like soft plastic, like their putter plastic, but it's way more fun to get a different mold than to get the same mold, in my opinion. All right, we're gonna go back to this power grip here for a try on this shot. See if I can just get the flick up there and be nice. Can you see the basket? Yeah. Okay, that didn't wobble that much. And that's a good shot. We're right there. That didn't wobble either. I mean, flutter, not a wobble. All right, those are birds. On that last hole, I didn't really give you a good look at the Temple, and so you can see here, this is what I mean by it's got like a slight groove in it. It's a little bit, oh shoot, come on now, focus. It's about the same size. It just feels a little bit shallower. I think it's because, like I said, the wing on the inside, I don't know how I can really show it to you guys, but it looks like this goes this way more, and the zone doesn't, on the inside, at least. Like, it feels like I can really hook onto that compared to this one. ThoughtSpace also, name one company that has cooler stamps than ThoughtSpace Athletics. Like, you can't. I thought that was gonna hook faster than that. I also did not throw it high enough. That's the same mistake. So I think that the zone is just a little bit more glidey. I feel like they both hook left the same amount. The zone just stays in the air longer. Maybe that's because it's beat in. Not giving those height really took it really took the distance farther, because I meant to throw them higher so they'd stall a little bit and come in. They're both right next to each other. Alter. Ooh, that almost bounced out. Okay, so this does count as the danger zone because I can't see the basket from the tee pad. Hope no crackhead comes around here and steals that camera while I'm running back here. Temple first, then zone. There is a forehand route, but it does not make good for the video. It's also tough. I never really see anybody take it. Oh, that's so inside. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? All right, we're doing redos for that one too, because that just sucked. Unless the Temple is like close at all. No, those both sucked. Like I said, I'll make the rules here. So, we just don't count the scores, and it's okay that we redid the hole. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these guys are trying to go, and I'm over here messing around. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Go in. I think we're a little long, maybe. I don't know. I like that too. Listen for it. Oh, these guys threw into me. Wow. So how close was the zone? Because from what I'm looking at, it was way closer than the Temple. Like, this might be where the zone comes back unless oh, we're good, we're good. That was just confidence. We weren't the best. Left side, weak side. Broderick just posted a video about the poll question and answers he did on his Instagram. And he's like, some disc golf content sucks. So I'm trying to make sure he wasn't talking about me. I hope you like the catch cam. All right, so one, if you ever wondered what kind of a goon looks like walking around a disc golf course with the camera, this is it. Second, we got 2 holes left. Both holes I've thrown the zone on. This next one we're playing, I throw the zone on every single time. We also have chances for them to go in. Not like this video has shown that. The Temple is still up by 1. And for a moment I was like, dang, I don't know if I'm really feeling like swapping this out for my zone. But then again, I think it'd be good to keep in my bag for a while, not throw the zone for a while, see how much I really miss it, and see how this beats in, because it's base plastic, right? Like the soft, grippy plastic feels really good like that. But I do feel like my fingers like hooking onto this disc a bit differently than my zone does. And that I'm not a fan of. But everything else about it, backhand, I kind of like it. Oh, my bag's falling. I could honestly see this as like a second overstable approach disc to keep in the bag for those holes where you don't want it to skip. You want it to grab and stay more because of that plastic. It'll help with that. But also how I feel like it's more overstable. Like you might want that little bit extra in there. I said that when I made the yarn video, never kept a yarn in my bag. Temple first. Going old grip because I know what I'm used to feeling when I flick the zone here. Please go. Okay. This zone has a bit more push to it, I feel like. Oh, but come back. You know what's funny is walking all the way down there, setting up the basket cam, walking all the way up here, setting up this camera, throwing 2 shots and not getting close to acing with either of them. I thought the zone was going to be closer than the temple walking down here. They're the same distance, but one is just short and one's long. In the beginning of this video, I talked about figuring out putters at the same time, but I haven't really got like the biggest chance to figure out if I thought that was going to be short, if I like one more than the other. The thing that I like about the Alter is that I like that it's a bit more narrow, and the Wizard has always felt comfortable in my hand. Ever since the first time I held one, I'm like, this is the most comfortable feeling putter I've ever felt. But when I grabbed the Alter, I was like, wow, this just sits in my hand a tad more nice. Now, I keep saying now. Now. I did used to putt with my finger like on the bead, and then I switched it to underneath the disc. I'm getting more spin that way, and that might be why I think this feels better, because with that grip, my fingers are closer together, and it's a little bit noticeable. I'm digging this. I'm digging this Alter. Let's do a couple putts. All right. We got 1 hole left. Yeah, they're both nice. Also started putting a bit more wrist action. Like this part, I used to just flick it, but now I'm like doing a little lag. Final hole, gonna do a little backhand flex at it, but if you are looking for an overstable approach disc and you're looking at the temple, say you have a yarn and you want something that's a little bit more affordable. Sometimes I see Kastaplast discs, they're like $20 to $25. They do come from Sweden, I get that. This was $14. So if that matters to you, that might be a reason why you want to pick up the temple, especially if you don't care about the actual plastic. Like, these don't come in a premium plastic. I would also suggest the temple if you want something with a little bit more off-the-shelf stability than a zone, because I think the zone has more glide. I never even said the numbers of the temple. I feel like my zone has more glide. I think it's because it's beat in. I've seen other people throw zones and yarns, and my friend Tim, who throws the temple all the time, I think that the temple doesn't have as much glide. Tim also has like 15 temples, but he has this one that is like beat up, super wonky. His name is Lumpy. Everybody that plays with us knows that disc's name. Okay, so same numbers as the zone, 4303. I'm gonna give it a 4203 in my opinion, which doesn't make it bad. That's fine. That's like, if you're thinking about flight numbers as a whole and how they should be for discs, that's what I'm gonna give it. The zone, I think, is right on those numbers. Like, it's been very hard for anybody to really beat the zone, but I think a lot of companies have done a great job at making a zone-like disc for their brand, which is important. The temple's still up by 1. We're gonna see if anything changes here, but if not, it's going in the bag. Also, if this video helped you decide if the temple's for you or not, please give it a like. Helps out the channel. Appreciate it. I just thought of something that would have been super smart to do, at the beginning of this video. I should have gave a point to the disc if it was closer than the other one, and then based off the putters by actual putting, not just score overall with both of these, but a little late for that. I swear I didn't plan this, but they were about to tie. The Temple just won because of that stupid bounce, spit, baby putt thing. Can I really count that though? That hit all chains. Just got a stupid bounce off the... If you look here, we're already working this thing in. Like, that's one round. All right, so this might not make sense in your head, but it makes perfect sense in mine. When I shot the Berg X video, I kept it in the bag afterwards because I've been testing out, seeing if it's really gonna work for me. A lot of holes on this course, it made sense, and I was throwing it, but like, I haven't like absolutely fallen in love with it. And so I'm gonna put the Temple in place of the Berg X for now and see if I can work this in to see if it's gonna be straighter and then finish like this does after it beats in a bit more, or if it just holds the stability even in this plastic. That's my plan for it anyways, because I'm giving that putt that I missed, like, I'm giving it to it. They tied in my book. Zone's gonna stay in the bag, but I'm gonna reach for the Temple from now on. And this is just gonna be there if like I'm playing league or something and I know I need something I can absolutely trust and know what it's gonna do because I'm used to it. But on all the other holes that I would normally throw the Zone, I'm gonna start grabbing the Temple and figure it out. Let me know if you want me to revisit this with like another overstable approach disc. Maybe we put them up against the Temple. Maybe we bring both these back out and do like an update in a month. Once again, if you're in the St. Louis area, go check out Mellow Disc Golf. They just opened up. Awesome place. You can throw a tech disc if you want. Great selection, great prices, and it was just really good energy from the moment I walked in to the moment I walked out. I was smiling for like an hour after leaving that place. It was just, highly suggest you checking them out. If you enjoyed this one, hit subscribe, join the Flippy fam so you don't miss out on the next video. If you want to watch some of the ones I talked about in this one, I'm going to leave the bag video where my buddy made me a mystery bag right here. All the discs are for sale, so that's fun. And then below that one, I'm going to do, let's do the Berg X. Why not? I dropped my camera in that video, didn't I? I think so. Thanks for being here.